Hello. Good morning. I'm like down to the wire here. It's like already counting down 30 seconds until the show starts. How's everyone doing? Good morning. I'm gonna get stuff set up. Oh, this music is loud. How loud is it gonna be? Do I need to turn it down? Oh, we're gonna party today. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get the chat up because I can't see anything. Is it me or is it loud in here? Real pumping for this morning. Hey y'all, what's going on? How are y'all doing? Where are my PC gamers in the chat here? I'm gonna turn this down just a touch. It's loud in my ear. Hopefully you can still hear it. How are y'all doing? All right, I have the chat up. Again, we're really rocking this morning. I'm not complaining. I need to get pumped this morning. All right, I'm gonna say
hello. Welcome
hello
to the PC Gaming Show 2023
Thank
preview.
you.
I am Frankie Ward, and while I resemble a 30-something mum from South London, I'm actually a gaming
Is the audio
oracle
okay?
here to reveal
Any
your
requests to
gaming
go
future.
higher or lower?
You
Balancing.
are welcome. Please leave a 5-star review. While much of the games industry
I have my
is currently
coffee, though.
picking Game of the
It'll
Year
wake me
winners
up.
for 2022, we have got our eyes set firmly forward, bringing you trailers, previews, and exclusive looks at
Okay,
the
so I
upcoming
don't
games
really
that
know
we'll be playing
what
on
we're
PC
going
next
to
year in
see.
2023.
This is why we're watching it together.
Then, last but by no means least,
I'm gonna make
we will
my
highlight our eagerly
wish
awaited
list
A-listers, closing the show
for
with
games.
a countdown of our 6 most wanted games of 2023.
I'm curious
But
for
let's
what
not
they're
get
going to
ahead of
say for
ourselves.
their most
We've
wanted
got
games,
a full
though.
slate of game previews to show first.
In part, that's
And
why I
what
wanted
better
to
way
watch
start
this.
than with a world
Hello,
premiere.
Brittany. What kind of
Let's
games?
kick
I don't
things
know.
off with a
We're
first
gonna
look at
see.
the
It's
new
probably going to be a
space
whole
comedy sim
range.
from Armello developer League of
Radio
Geeks.
Morales, hello.
This
No profile
is
name.
Jumplight
Hello,
Odyssey.
Feathers. Feathers just upgraded your PC. Good job. That's fun. Good morning, Brittany. All right, let's see. Oh, this looks magical.
Since before time, whenever our explorers were lost,
Okay, now I can
they
turn it
would
up just a
look to
bit.
the forever star to find their way home. Now, a great darkness has found us.
Oh, danger.
The warmongering Zootopans sought to extinguish our light. In
I
a
don't know what I was
desperate bid
expecting.
To defend our beloved home, we committed everything we had.
What's this? This looks like a cute little cartoon. We'll see what the game is. Does anyone know what this is? I know, right? It's like
Yet,
90s.
The cold malice of Admiral Voltan couldn't be stopped.
Oh. I want to
battle
see what the gameplay is.
I knew what I had to do.
Okay, here we go. We're on a hero's
Where
journey.
Our only hope lies.
Is Obi-Wan gonna show up? Just kidding. This is not Star
Princess
Wars. I know
Euphora,
that.
Last remaining regent of our people, will lead us to the Forever Star.
Jump Light Odyssey. The Starship
Those of us who
Adventure
survived
Sim.
that day lost
Oh.
everything. But this is not our end,
I don't typically
We
play
will
space
survive.
games.
because together
There's no
we
reason
will
for it
keep
other
hope
than like, I
alive.
don't know. Did you see that cute little pig? Okay, I didn't see gameplay, but... Oh, wait, they're not done.
Hunt them down.
Oh, here's your big
No
bad.
survivors.
You know that the person is bad because they have red eyes. That's like the dead
Jump Light
giveaway.
Odyssey will warp
Don't
onto
have
our
red
PCs
eyes 'cause
in
you're a baddie.
2023. Next, fans of Trenchcoats and Blade Runner should keep an eye on our next game. Shadows of Doubt is a sandbox stealth game where you're a private eye in a fully simulated sci-fi city of beautiful, chunky pixels. Let's take a look.
Those are some chunky pixels. Oh. Someone died. Are we a detective? We're a detective. Only murders in the building. Okay, I kind of like, well, okay, sometimes I do get overwhelmed in detective games where I have to like piece together clues and I'm like, I don't know. But I do like trying to follow a lead and be like, okay, I'm gonna go here now, I'm gonna get more information. I like breaking rules. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Is this like a really dark Minecraft? Well, no, you're a detective. But that's what it reminds me of like the way that it's moving. I'm like, oh. Also, we're fighting people, apparently. We punched that guy. That baddie. Or can we be a corrupt detective? Because that's also... I know, 90s is in right now. It's 30 years later, right?
Well, you don't need to be a detective.
That's when trends
to see
come
how
back.
Good that looked. Shadows of Doubt
Become
is coming to
popular.
PC in Q1 2023, and you can play the beta from December 1st. Be sure to visit the PC Gaming Show 2023 preview page.
Oh
on
yeah, there's a
Steam
Steam
and sign
page.
up.
Hold on, let me
Now,
see if
one
I
of
can
the strengths of
look.
PC gaming
I'm gonna
is its
watch
breadth of
or look at
variety,
the Steam
with
page
room
and
for
see what's up
everything
here.
from cooperative ghost hunting to score-based trombone simulation. And to showcase the expanse of experiences on offer, here's PC Gamer's Imogen Meller with a few games from very different genres, all coming in 2023.
Thank
me
you,
just open
Frankie.
Steam
First
itself.
in our sample platter is City of Murals. In this colourful roguelite, you'll
Okay,
be
this is
gliding
not
and
90s.
grappling
Or
across the
is it?
vibrant frontiers of an alien world. Make strange new friends or fight to outlast the competition. Don't sweat the setbacks. In this cosmic fight for survival, your deaths only make you stronger.
Oh,
Speaking
Street
of
Fighter.
fighting, Capcom's famed fighter is back with more beards and new ways to play. In Street Fighter 6, keep your fists flying to use new drive gauge mechanics, while in-game commentators narrate the action.
Wow, that took off a chunk!
And a new modern control type means even rookies can throw fireballs with ease.
Relive the memories of a god.
In the mind-bending narrative adventure, 1,000 Times Resist, you're a clone in the far future. As you relive the memories of humanity's last survivor, you'll uncover a conspiracy that stretches across time and uncover the truth behind a rewritten history. In Vengeful Guardian Moonrider, a totalitarian state learns a hard lesson about activating cyber
Wait, I wasn't paying
super
attention.
ninjas.
Are all of these
It's
early
a bad
2023?
idea. You control the Moonrider, a ninja-shaped superweapon waging a side-scrolling war against authoritarianism. Throughout this retro vengeance quest, you'll unlock modifier chips to customize your abilities and fighting style.
Rita!
Back to you, Frankie.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Imogen. Now let's keep broadening our horizons with a pair of games from Wired Productions. The first, a beautiful city builder for cliffside castle enthusiasts. The second, a gruesome hack-and-slash game drenched in neon and unicorn guts. A little something for everyone, then.
I am going to share the Steam page in the chat. I found it finally. Is this a strategy game? Because I...
Cornerstone. Bound by sea,
Or it might be a city builder. I wasn't listening.
beneath hostile sky.
Are those like dragons?
Build your bulwark.
Peggy 16.
I know what Peggy is now.
Quiet.
There's so many bright colors. Death to humans. Oh, wait, it's a kitty. Wait, look at the baby kitty. Jose, hello. I also suck at strategy games. This kitty is a badass. There's lots happening here. Alan! You're shopping till you drop? Oh my gosh, it's just a baby kitty.
Wipe off any lingering unicorn splatters. We've got some RPGs to see. Some of the all-time great PC games have been role-playing games. Whether they let us become monster hunters,
Yeah, I
spaceship
need a
captains,
show
wasteland
as well.
wanderers, computer hackers, or amnesiac
Gotta
detectives.
follow the adventures of this
And
cat.
just as they let us lead all sorts of second lives, RPGs can play in all kinds of different ways. Some are about talking and making bold choices, changing the fates of entire realms with a dialogue tree. Some are strategic and thinky, demanding intricate stat
Strategic
management
and
precision
thinky. That's a
play.
way to describe
Others,
RPGs.
like this
Some
open-world
RPGs.
roguelike from Systemic Reaction, are focused mostly on the stabbing. This is Ravenbound.
Stabbing.
This land is not for the weak.
Ooh, oh my god, I love waterfalls in
Most of
games.
us wouldn't last a day. But we know you're different.
We'll see. I'll
Even
take it if
irrelevant
they show us
could say
Hogwarts
that.
Legacy. Open world roguelite.
That's why it entrusted you to wield its power,
Wait, are we the Raven in this case?
to be its weapon, to meet the darkness
Ooh.
and wound it, so that the cause does not die.
Wait a
When
second,
you
have I seen... Have I seen this before?
The hatred is a force stronger than you can imagine. But just as dust, carried by the wind, can level mountains.
I'm gonna check the resolution real quick.
you can
It looks
wield
pixely to me. Oh, this says 4K auto.
if you let it wield.
Why don't we just do 1020 by... Or 1020... Or 1080. I can speak. 1080. Jenny, hello. Tushar, hello. Welcome. Where's JP Ravenfire? Ravenbound wishlist now. I'm gonna write this down. I want to look more into...
You can wishlist Ravenbound right now by
This.
heading over to our Steam page.
I mean, I don't
Okay,
know.
Let's trade a
It's not like I'm gonna
Norse
play
fantasy for
other
the grimdark
games besides
future.
Hogwarts Legacy
In
next year.
Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader,
Just kidding.
you might not be a space marine.
I'm gonna
slash
need a
slab of
break every
power
now and
armor,
then.
But as the latest in a line of star-faring privateers with the Emperor's own blessing, you do enjoy certain privileges. Your very own massive void chip, for instance.
That's a cute logo.
The Coronis Expanse. The Imperium's perilous frontier. A foul
Hey,
haven
Ayush.
for the enemies of mankind. It is the hunting ground of the
Blood.
rogue traders, unique and powerful servants of the Imperium. Here they seek out new worlds and servants. Here they discover heresy and deceit. Ancient machines. Murderous Xenos.
Aww.
Warp-spawned horrors.
The plop of that. I don't know why I'm fine with something getting
Fanatical
flamed to
zealots.
death, but when it's just shot, I'm like, oh. Like, the fire looks cool at the very least.
Dark reaches. The Emperor's light is faint. It is the rogue trader's duty to navigate through this dangerous unknown. for they have the power to feed the Emperor's flame, or to plunge millions of worlds into darkness.
Rogue Trader. Hey, a collector's edition. That's I don't know what Rogue Trader is about, but that figurine looks cool. Fire's worse to die. At least the bullet you filled up.
It might be heresy in Warhammer, but this
fair.
is a
It looks
safe
cool,
space
though.
for spellcasters. After all, RPGs are a festival for all things fantastical. Whether they're
turn
pulling
up
from
the
old
light
myths
of
or
it.
writing
I'm
magical
sitting in
worlds
the
all of their
darkness here.
own, these next games are a fantasy tour de force. Imogen, what scrying spells have you woven up for us?
Imogen.
How does Gaslamp Fantasy sound? In this survival game from former BioWare developers, building
I
a
have
cozy base
seen this.
isn't enough. If you want to survive in Nightingale, you'll have to open portals between the Fey realms and face the dangers on the other side. But by meddling with the game's procedural generation, you can shape your next world into something that will hopefully need fewer bullets.
Be ready with your axe pick.
I also have seen
Forspoken places a
Forspoken
young New
as-
Yorker in a post-apocalyptic fantasy
Oh, that's
world.
coming soon.
Luckily for Frey Holland, she's got a newfound suite of fast, flashy combat spells. And with magical
What I also
parkour,
need to
she
look
can
up
air
is
dash, double jump, and wall run her
which
way
of
across the
these
corrupted open world of Athia.
are
Let's break
going to
some
be
heads.
available on Xbox Game Pass.
It looks like Darkest Dungeon, but it hacks and slashes like Gauntlet. In Aaron, the Book of Heroes, you'll carve a path through co-op campaign quests as one of 5 classes,
Co-op.
each with their own fighting
Heyo.
style and unlockable perks. Aaron, the Book of Heroes opens in May 2023. If you'd like a lighter fantasy than Aaron, consider Frozen Flame, a survival RPG that understands you want to be out adventuring, not stuck in your base filling your hunger meter. It's a high magic, high saturation landscape built for exploration, not for busy work.
Of course, we haven't gone the way of the dinos yet, but for humanity in the 41st millennium, survival is anything but guaranteed. At least,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
what the Imperial propaganda tells me anyway. Speaking of, here's your latest look at Warhammer 40,000 Darktide.
I don't really do shooters. I guess that guy had a sword. I've never played any of the Warhammer games. Blood everywhere. Hey, Jenna. No, we just started. I added Ravenbound to my wish list possibilities. I'm gonna look more into it. More like sausage lore. They're very fun. I could see it.
Darktide releases November 30th, but there's no need to wait if you're anxious for inquisitorial service. With Darktide's pre-order beta access, you can play today. Visit playdarktide.com for more info.
Oh, can you imagine if you
Right,
pre-ordered
let's
and you
set
got
the
to play?
chainsaws aside for
well, I
something
guess
more cheerful, shall we?
Hogwarts Legacy wouldn't
Waiting
really
in our
work
next block of
in that
previews
sort of
is a
format.
farming fantasy with a creature collecting twist. But first, here's Imogen with some fresh features.
Wait.
for
I
Project
like
Winter.
creature collecting. Like Pokemon.
This incoming update for Project Winter is all about intrigue. Traitors in the snowy social deduction game will enjoy more ways to steal, sabotage, and
social
surveil,
deduction game.
while 2 new roles will bring new ways to play. And you'll find the map decked out with holiday decoration for added festive flair. Over Magica is Stardew
Oh,
Valley
gosh.
with
Look
Pokemon
at
farmhands.
Ah, look at these little
train,
chumps.
and battle your own collection of blobs. Colourful creatures with unique skills to boost the
Okay.
yield from your fields.
I'm gonna
With
write
a
this
band
down.
of blobs at your side, venture out to find rare materials for
Even though
crafting your
I know
ideal
myself,
farmstead.
like, I'm gonna play Pokemon.
Inspired by
not a
Kashubian
Pokemon
myths,
inspired
Dungeons
game.
of the Amber Griffin
I
is
know
a modern
myself.
revival of classic grid-based dungeon crawling. Gather your 4 daredevils,
Ooh.
choose their spells, skills, and equipment, and set out across a world filled with the monsters and magics of Kashudia.
Interesting.
Next, what do you get when you fill a mop bucket with a dash of Dead by Daylight, a pinch of Among Us, and a high-pressure environment?
Oh.
Well, you'd have something
Death
like
traps.
Level 0, a team-based tactical horror with extremely murderable maintenance workers.
Oh my gosh.
Bring a flashlight and let's take a look.
I don't play horror games. I feel like one day I will. If I play with others, maybe, but I don't do horror. Oh gosh. My question, if it's somewhat like Among Us, are we also sabotaging each other? Maybe only one person gets to survive. Oh gosh. I gotta send this to my friends. Cooper's Charms and Channelie. They play horror all the time. I have never played Half-Life 2, no. Also, hello, ChemArts. Maybe, maybe the possibility of playing the monster. That's a good point. I could see that. Closed beta. I mean, I'm such a wimp that I don't think I could do it.
Shake off those scares. We haven't left space just yet, and we'll need steady hands if we want to make a safe landing. Luckily, I know a few Kerbals with a very promising astronaut program. In Kerbal Space Program 2, your Kerbal cosmonauts will enjoy
Somebody
new tech to explore
commented
the farthest
on
reaches of the
my
solar system
video
and eventually
about
interstellar
the Game
space.
Awards.
But don't
and
just
they
take my
mentioned
word
this
for it.
game. Who was
For all
it?
the
Are you in
details
chat?
on the updated Space Sim, let's
Somebody
go over to the PC Gamer team for an
mentioned this
exclusive
game, and I
interview
hadn't
with
heard
Nate
of it.
Simpson, creative director on
Feathers!
Kerbal Space Program 2.
Wait, y'all know this? I had not heard it. Early access.
For
Wait,
us,
2 as in a
failure is not only
sequel?
an option, it's like
Oh, it's Des
absolutely
talking.
mandatory, right? It's the way that we learn and evolve. One of the things I'm excited about with early access is it kind of makes everything feel a little more Kerbal in the sense that we're gonna get some things wrong. We're gonna make some assumptions
Empire says the first
that
one
are
was
incorrect.
really fun to play.
We're gonna fail out loud.
How cute! Oh
Going
my
into
God.
early access, we have the
that
opportunity
us?
to make this game amazing with our community, not just for our community. Each update is kind of like a little present. As a community, we get to unwrap this present together with all the new features and all the new things to explore.
I cannot overstate how important it is for me to just hear
Look at
what
that
people
bounce.
think about this thing we're creating.
looks cute.
We've been working in a vacuum. It's a space joke.
Wait, what do we
for
do?
quite a while. This is a rare opportunity to actually find out how we've been doing.
Well, so this is why I'm watching, because I don't have
Hi
no
there,
idea
I'm
what else
Armello
is coming
from
out
PC Gamer,
soon.
and I am joined by Kerbal Space Program 2's Nate Simpson. Would you like to introduce yourself,
Off
Nate?
the top of
Hi,
my head,
I'm Nate Simpson. I'm the
the
creative
Breath of the
director
Wild
for
2,
KSP2.
the sequel.
Okay, so
Legend of
Kerbal
Zelda.
Space Program 2 coming
Tears
up,
of a
early
Kingdom.
access, all that jazz.
I'm excited
when we
for
talked
that.
in early 2020,
That's coming out-
one of the features you highlighted were the new tutorial videos.
In
to teach
April?
people
I
how
didn't
to
even
play.
write it down
Can
because
you
I
talk a
knew
little
that it
bit
was
about that, and
closer
can
to
you talk
Hogwarts
about,
Legacy than I
what
would have
you'll be
liked.
seeing in early
When is
access?
Tears of a Kingdom
One experience
coming
that a
out?
lot of people had in KSP1, even if they
Space
had a
joke.
pre-existing subject matter
JP,
interest,
there's a
it really
game,
kind of
JP,
has a
called
reputation as a
Ravenbound
game
that I'm
that's
gonna
pretty
look at
hard to
and
get
see.
into. So one of
It
the
looks kinda
big priorities
interesting.
for us going into KSP2 was to re-tutorialize the game. We've created these fully animated, fully interactive tutorials that are meant to teach basic rocketry. On day 1 of early access,
Wait,
we've
it's
got
super
our basic
hard?
rocketry
This
and our
game?
basic orbital mechanics tutorials already in place. And one of the things we want to learn from early access is how good of a job are these tutorials
Tears of the
doing
Kingdom
teaching
isn't
these
coming
basic
out until May, so that's
So we're looking forward to seeing what we find.
a
And
lot
can you
of
talk
time.
about,
That's like 3 months of
how you
Hogwarts
expect to see
Legacy.
layering the features in early access. What comes first?
Right out of the gate, day 1,
Yes,
early
Alan.
access, functionally
If I could
sandbox.
exude
What we're
fire,
doing is validating
just
the
push
basic
it out of my
physics,
body.
basic flight systems, vehicle construction, all the things that make Kerbal Kerbal. The second big rollout is going to be science mode. That'll be our first progression
Oh my
mode that we're
gosh.
bringing into the game that rewards exploration with kind of increasing
You'll have to play
technology levels,
vicariously
new
through
kinds of
me.
parts. And
Well,
then
we'll
going forward
also
from
have to
that, we
check
have
if some of these are
colonies,
also
which is a
going to
big new
be
thing for
multi-platform
PS2. We'll be adding new
games.
star systems over the course of early access. The first of the new star
3
systems
months
is called the Deb system.
of all those
And once
unforgivable
we've got
curses.
all those things together, we're going to wrap it up with a nice big bow and deliver multiplayer, which is, I think, a thing that a lot of us are very eager to experience. Multiplayer introduces the concept of agencies. So you can work alongside friends within a single agency, contributing to a single space program in a way that's cooperative. But you can also play competitively between agencies.
Yeah, doesn't Ravenbound look really cool?
Each of which is located at a different location on Kerbin. So with multi-agency play, you can have
I'm gonna add it to my wish
races.
list.
And for seasoned Kerbal players, are there any changes right now that they're going to run into and go, thank God that's so much easier or like better right now?
There are a lot more convenience improvements. Probably the biggest one is time warp under acceleration. You can now time warp while you are burning an engine. Procedural wings make airplane construction a lot easier. And then
It's
in
hard
general,
if you
the
go
vehicle
in
assembly
blind.
building is
The
just
stream should be,
lovely
I think
to navigate now.
it said
There's
like
a
90
higher
minutes,
number
an
of
hour and a
parts,
half,
but
so we
those
started
parts are
almost
much
half an hour
easier
ago.
to find in the part palette.
And do you expect players to be able to keep their save files?
My stream,
through early
it'll probably
access
go
into the main
about that
game?
long.
So
We
can
have to
people
save some
prep
time for wheel
interstellar
spins
travel
at the end.
Till, like, 1.0
You exploded
comes
a
out.
lot. Hey,
So
Blue Green.
forward compatibility of craft files is a really important
well, okay,
thing
the
for us.
characters by themselves
But,
are adorable.
Early access being early access, all I can express is a strong hope that vehicles that you build on day one of early access will still
I know you're an
be
engineer with
forward
like
compatible
specific
when we
sets
hit
of skills, but
1.0.
how is your
how
spacecraft
are colonies
knowledge?
going to change how we play Kerbal?
Do you think that would help
colonies
in
are
playing
going to
this
change
kind of
everything.
game?
Colony gameplay is about facilitating the collection of resources.
Better
And there's
than
a
you might
system that
expect.
works
You
hand
know,
in hand with
fair.
colonies called the delivery route system.
I feel
can
like
drive
that's
a resource extractor
probably
out
accurate.
to a resource deposit,
You're a
drill
big
for it,
space buff.
extract it,
Aw.
drive it back, and then turn that into a repeating
It's quite
delivery.
literally rocket
And then
science.
the delivery route system
Hey, Amber,
does
how's
something
it
even
going?
cooler, which you can automate the transportation of resources from one
Explosions
colony
are
to
fun.
another colony. Once you have that capability, you can set up
Like, look at this
orbital
character.
colonies that are functionally
I
hubs
just love how it looks.
to which
They're
you're
so
ferrying
cute,
resources
so
from
squishable.
multiple star systems even.
Well, thank you so much for
Aw,
talking to me today. It's been
you
an
wanted to be an
absolute pleasure.
astronaut.
Thank you very much. It was great to meet you.
As we return from orbit, there are a lot of games coming our way. Too many games to reasonably cover, some might say. Luckily, we've got the magic of
Too many
montages
games to
on our
reasonably
side.
cover.
Here's a
Yes.
rapid-fire look at
Yes.
what's on the PC gaming horizon, from gun-toting witch
Hey,
hunters to
Jen.
mega-sized monster slayers.
Miguel, hello.
Revitalized by that
Elwyn,
first sprint
you
in
love
our
the music.
preview
I know, it's
marathon?
real.
Lovely. Because we have
real
plenty of trail
boppy.
left ablaze for your next year in PC gaming.
Zaxa, hello.
But before we resume our blistering pace, let's take a breather with a new
I know, so
addition
Dan,
to
I'm
your
making
laid-back
like my list of
simulation
things where I'm like,
sandbox.
oh, this is cool, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm never gonna have time to play these. Ooh, world premiere. Ooh. Ooh. The repair house. Oh my gosh. What I know about myself is that I love quests. Just like, here's a task, do this. Oh, this job needs to be done. Until I'm like, wait a second, this is like work. Do this. Complete this ticket. Oh my gosh. But what's cool about games like this is that you get to make things that I could literally never make in real life. Like, I'm sorry, well, I guess they're repairing, they're not creating it. But still, you already fixed stuff all around the house, yeah. It looks pretty fun. I don't know if anyone here has played PC Building Simulator.
While
but those kinds of sim
antique-restoration
games
sounds
are
delightful,
usually enjoyable.
we are taking a sharp turn in a more destructive direction now. The next course in our gaming feast is for the
Ooh.
head clickers, combo stringers, and compulsive reloaders. Whether in first or third person, whether side-scrolling or top-down, you show up to do one thing: land more hits than you take. We've gathered the finest shooters, slashers,
That's
brawlers,
always
and
the
beat-em-ups
goal,
of 2023. You'll see low-gravity gunfights,
Doesn't
skeleton
always
swordplay,
happen.
and whatever you call it when someone's fighting with an umbrella.
You play too many of these sims.
But first, we're looking backwards towards something a little more 90s. Say, hello, Gordon.
Hey,
to
90s again.
Abiotic Factor.
You can design a room virtually.
I'm feeling distinctly anhydrous.
The Gate Cascade Research Facility has stretched the
Oh my
fabric
gosh.
of the universe to breaking point.
We just did you see how fast those
Now,
things are
the
going?
world's greatest minds
Wait, are
must
we fighting
survive
robots?
a trans-dimensional catastrophe
Or are
using
we
brains
robot-looking?
over brawn to unlock the facility's secret depths.
Ew, a corpse?
Endothermia.
I know, 90s
and
revival
craft
stuff.
their
for
way
me.
out of a supernatural situation.
Hogwarts
One
Legacy
sector
3.
at a time. When the boundaries between dimensions have
Yeah.
been undone,
The IKEA version.
it's up to the science team to endure, experiment, explore, and maybe even escape.
It's interesting
an
to have like
apocalypse
sort of a
in the making.
push towards
Aren't you
a
glad we're
90s
together
look
in this?
for these games we've been seeing. I guess like the nostalgia factor, or just kind of contrasting with other games. I don't know. Did you see it? It says coming
Abiotic Factor is set
1993
to
and it
emerge
was
from an
crossed out
interdimensional
to
portal
2023.
sometime in 2023.
Looks very 2001.
We're moving now into the shooter segment of our action suite to see where we'll be setting our simulated sites in the
She
new
said
year.
90s.
Here's Imogen with a host of games that run the gunplay gamut.
Bad news, Frankie. The rich have destroyed Earth and colonized Mars.
I don't know
The
Feathers,
good
but I
news is
will
that you
I will
can,
sit
as
here for
always,
90 minutes,
steal their
even if
stuff.
it's
In Hyenas, you and your pack will
Just a
fight
glimpse.
clone security forces and rival players in zero-gravity shootouts.
I'm
using
getting it's
environment-altering
same thing
abilities
with
to fund
like
a
when I
priceless
covered the
pop
Game Awards
culture
last
relic.
year, hoping for Hogwarts
I
Legacy.
said
I
stop
was
playing
like,
with
I'm
the
gonna
most
enjoy
and
looking at games anyway.
Gumbarella
I have heard
is
of
a
Gunbrella.
rust-colored Metroidvania fit for a rainy day. Your Gumbarella isn't just a weapon, it's a bullet shield and traversal tool, letting you deflect enemy shots and slide across zip lines. With your trusty lead-pumping parasol,
You know,
side-scroll your way
like,
through a quest of revenge and corporate
I
exploitation.
have like a very short limit
Take the
with
radiation-soaked top-down
Metroidvanias
shooting
because
of
I
Nuclear
always
Throne and
I don't
sprint
get
across a
frustrated. I just get
procedurally
like
generated
I
East
just
Europe,
know that
and
I'm
you
not
get zero
skilled
speed
enough.
Scavenge for loot in
So,
a
like, I'll
tense
play for a bit, then I'll be
post-apocalypse
like,
to mod your guns
okay,
and upgrade your base if
that
you
was
manage to
fun.
survive the bandits and mutant wildlife.
Did the Haunted Hogsmeade trailer pop? Yes, except that was PlayStation.
Do you
right?
ever wish you
Wasn't
could
it a
talk to your video
PlayStation
game
event?
guns?
So I feel like
That's a strange thing
it was
to wish
more
for, but
likely
lucky
to happen
you.
during a
Rick and
PlayStation
Morty
event.
creator Justin Roiland's making a whole
Than
game about it.
another
And
industry
High on Life
event.
is actually coming out next
Look at
month.
this.
Here's some exclusive footage from the
It's
folks
kind
at
of
Scorch
creepy
Games.
looking, but it's cute.
Take him out.
Come on out so I can shoot you.
Oh, hello. Why are the weapons little creatures?
How many of these guys are there?
It's so cute. It's like, please, hold on. It's, creators of, you're asking. I thought you were saying it was from the creators of Rick and Morty, and I was like, oh, really? That's an interesting, move.
Can you feel it in your little...
Oh, it is! Okay, I see.
Okay, I think that
Oh,
might be
Brittany,
all
you're
of them.
talking
What-
about
what
the
do you
other
think?
one.
All right, either way, let's just head to Dregtown.
High on Life is releasing on
I don't
December
remember
13th,
the other
so
one.
add it to those wish lists now. Okay.
Thank you,
Compared to what we
Bracky.
just saw, this next
Thank
game
you.
about alien encounters is much less endearing.
Is that
It's
a glow
a Death
bug?
Stranding
What
style
century is it?
apocalypse by way of cosmic horror from Netflix.
Oh, I missed the name of the game,
30
Amber.
years after it brought humanity to the edge of extinction, you'll wield a supernatural substance to reclaim an infested Earth in this open world survival shooter. This is Once Human.
This is the LEA Institute. All controls have failed. Repeat, all controls have failed.
Is that a bird with... Oh, no. I thought the bird had, like, a radio attached to it.
Squad H73 has reached target location. Mission objective, deviation control.
Oh, last game was called High on Life. Thanks, Saxa. I know, you know that something, you can even hear it in the music. It's letting you know.
What the hell happened? Take cover.
Oh, gross. Wait, it's Stranger Things. Oh no, those are like zombie people now.
Must be
Oh
deviant
no!
identified.
Oh
Fire!
Yikes forever.
Get up now. We gotta get out of here.
Oh my goodness.
Keep yourself hidden. Don't look them in the eye.
What eye? They don't have any eyes. They're just... Oh my gosh. I know, there are a few games that I'm like, okay, Coop. Is that a baby spider? That's a big spider. Nope. I know, it kind of looked a little bit like Last of Us, just like the kind of creeping in sort of view. This is gross looking.
It's all over. Let's
No, they
get
said
outta
the
here.
name. Once Human. Is that what this is? You gotta kill everything with fire. That's the strategy. Or a crate. That's basically all that it takes.
Knock, knock.
Hey, Steph! It sounded juicy. I don't like it. Okay, for those of y'all who are interested, beta test, January 6th, 2023.
Visit our Steam page to join Once Humans beta test beginning December 15th, 2022.
Steam page is pinned to the top
I don't know
of the
about
chat.
you, but I could use a break from the bullets. And
Yeah,
we
thank
are
you.
in luck because it looks like Valheim is about to get some Viking competition. In Aska, you and your friends will oversee a Norse tribe's survival in a hostile world. Manage your settlement's needs and industries before commanding your villagers in sailing expeditions across ever-changing seas.
Feathers is just gonna hope for Hogwarts. Oh, look, another. Oh, no, wait. There's twitching.
Remember the rage of the sea. Remember the
power
light
of ravens
in the
compels
darkness.
us.
And when the dead winter comes,
Not bullets, but still horror.
remember those.
I know, ravens are. Ooh. She looks kind of cool. She looked kind of
Never
creepy because she was twitching earlier. But that's a big monster. Oh, are you gonna show me more? No, are you gonna show me more? You're gonna make me look it up to be like, what is
This might
this?
come as a surprise, but there are a lot of games about hitting things with swords. 2023 brings an armory's worth of options for
I don't know,
sharpening your
Brocky.
swordcraft
I'm not
in haunted
sure.
graveyards and galaxies
So
far,
they already
far
covered the
away.
RPG
Imogen?
section. And also Hogwarts Legacy is not on the Steam
Like and Veil
page.
is a
but
fast-paced
they
first-person
might
slasher in the tradition of
include
classic
it in the
90s
like
shooters.
most
Locked in a
anticipated or
nightmare,
most
your long
looking
swords and
forward to
magic are
games in
your only hope for
2023. I'm
surviving
not
a
sure.
whole Castlevania's worth of skeletons. I'd have brought a mace myself.
Ask a bunch of questions. Nice.
5
Nice.
years after the events of the first Star Wars Souls-like, Jedi Survivor finds Cal Kestis evading the Empire's hunters as they track him
Release date
across the
TBA.
galaxy.
I thought this was about
Expect
2023.
plenty of lightsaber action, and if we're lucky,
Aw,
more collectible
I love
portraits.
droids so much. Every droid in the Star Wars universe, I want
89
to
days
be
ago, I
my
lost
friend.
contact with Earth.
We regret to report that the moon is, in fact, haunted. In Moon Mystery, uncover the secret history behind past lunar missions in a universe-spanning
Droid
investigation.
Simulator 2023.
And bring a gun. It's not just low-gravity puzzles out here.
I don't know if I'm going to get it back.
Hunt the Knight asks an important question. What if Link to the Past got bitten by a werewolf and turned into Bloodborne? The answer is a top-down,
Interesting.
fast-paced action game
Oh,
where
look
you
at
take these hunted
this.
contracts to face bullet hell boss fights,
Oh.
uncover an accursed world's dark lore, and upgrade your
Yeah.
arsenal to suit your hunting style. And that's everything I have for now. But before we
It's
go
so
back to Frankie,
cute.
here's a look at what
I
Call of
just-
Duty looks like on an Intel-powered PC.
My bullet hell days, if they ever existed. It's not it right now. You know, we started Andor. We watched the first 2 episodes, and we haven't really
Purchase the Vault Edition and get the
continued
season
on
one
with
battle
it.
pass
I
and
don't
50
know.
tier
There's
skips.
something. It hasn't really hooked us just yet. I heard people say that it started pretty
If this
slow.
last game seemed a little light on loot, you're in for a
Like,
treat.
it looks
because
good,
in
and I'm
Superfuse,
like,
your
okay,
comic style
cool, but
Carnage
it
will
hasn't
earn
quite hooked us
Diablo-level
yet.
piles of loot drops. But the real treasures here are with your
Yeah.
superpowers. With each ability's own modular skill tree,
You
you can
thought the moon
turn
was
a
made of
humble
cheese.
fireball into a splitting, exploding screen clearer.
Explosions. You know, just tapping into our ancient magic powers. I don't know. The blood splatter is kind of ridiculous and satisfying to me. It's just like. Yeah. The only thing really that I want to look at more closely is Ravenbound and Asuka because I have no idea what it is. they got me with the little like hook of being like, wait, what is this game about? Can you show me more? You haven't seen Book of Boba Fett?
Super
Oh, I
Fuse
love
is coming to
Book of Boba
PC
Fett.
on January 31st, 2023. Obviously, superpowers are nice and all, but sometimes we just want
Mandalorian's still my favorite,
and
but
Clash
Book of
Artifacts
Boba-
of
if you
Chaos
like
is a
Mandalorian,
gorgeous and grotesque
watching
fever
Book of
dream
Boba Fett,
martial arts
highly
action.
recommend.
In the punk fantasy world of reclusive warrior Pseudo, a sacred dice game could make your next fistfight
Eagle
easier.
Eye, hello!
Losing might mean your mutant moose opponent
Oh, sorry, have you...
gets a new teammate.
Are you just now
Let's take a
watching? Have you seen any of the games showcased?
Grandpa is dead.
Say the words.
Oh.
His bones are.
It's always something with grandparents.
His flesh is
Not
dust.
always, but...
His breath.
His breath is wind.
So I wrote down
breath is
Ravenbound
wind.
to look more
Where will
into.
I go?
They showed a bit of Forspoken,
anyone
which
who
I
can
think
take
they've
care
shown
of
at other industry events.
Brother. He doesn't wanna see
Asuka
me.
was like a
All right,
very
now.
short trailer
I'll take
that I
you
was like,
somewhere
what's
safe.
going on here?
That's it.
And then Ova
Gemini
Magica
is
was like a little
I
cute
assume you're here about the
Pokemon-like game. I
the
don't
child
think I'll
alive.
play it
If
because,
he's dead, he
as I
can't
said before, I would rather just play Pokemon.
Gemini has the artifact of pain, and she can use it even if she doesn't win the game of dice.
If you like some horror spookies, there were a couple of those.
To threaten anyone with that.
So why is old Gemini so keen on getting her hands on you?
I'm cursed. That's why Grandpa is dead.
What?
That's why
is
my brother
that?
hates me. I'm cursed. And everyone I touch is cursed too.
I am not.
Gemini.
I'm planning on watching
Folk.
people play it.
One law.
I just don't have any stamina right now
What are you doing to the boy?
like dive into another game. I'm just kind of like,
I don't care about your
I'm excited to see how people enjoy it. Are you gonna play tomorrow, Eagle Eye?
While there is no justice, there will be no law.
There's a lot of games. I feel
Weird
like
Fists
because
will fly
of the
when
delays
Clash
and
Artifacts of
pushing,
Chaos releases on February 9th, 2023.
I don't
Next
know.
on the list is the latest
I feel like there's
adventure
going
in
to be a lot of
Amplitude
games in
Studios' Endless
2023.
Universe. Marooned in the aftermath of a sci-fi shipwreck, you'll juggle a
Mm-hmm.
squad of castaways in this action roguelike or split-control duty.
Not yet.
in
I'm
co-op
waiting for
as
it to
you
go on
fight
sale,
room by
and I'm
room for
hoping that it goes
survival.
on sale for...
Here's the new trailer for Endless
I don't
Dungeon.
know, like this month, Black Friday-ish, or the winter sale. Because I definitely want to get it,
You don't
especially
have
because
what
it's
it
nominated for Game of the Year.
Dude, hold on. Yeah, the dungeon is a real downer. And getting eaten so often crushes
Yeah,
my
I
vibe.
saw a lot about that,
But
Dan.
with a squad this
Did
rad,
y'all end up
we've
getting
got what it
tickets or no?
Zed's the grooviest. Bunker keeps us all safe. And Blaze makes things explode. Yay.
You'd rather have a
We
PS5.
are one... Oh, wait. Groovy. One happy family. Pew, 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 pew. Oh, ah. Woo! Ha, take that. Oh, that's me.
Okay, that's me. I'm just like, explosions! Yay! Oh my god. Oh, she did. Okay, that's great.
Our action block
That's
is
good.
over. But before we move on, let's see what's in the works at the home of Half-Life. Here's an early look at upcoming projects from Valve.
All right, Valve. What you got, Valve?
Oh, hi. Steam Deck has had an exciting
Oh my
year,
God,
and we have
who has
so
a
much
Steam
more
Deck?
to
I
come
feel
in
like I asked this
2023.
before.
We started shipping this powerful
I want a
handheld
Steam
PC
Deck,
gaming device
but I'm
back
also
in February of
hesitant
this year.
to pull the trigger
And
'cause
despite the
it's
fact the delivery guy we
kind of a
hired
lot of
wasn't
money
very fast,
for something
sorry,
I don't
Gabe,
absolutely
we not only caught up to
need.
reservation holders,
Like, I should just
we
play
increased
games on
production
my
and are now in
PC.
stock and shipping all over North America and
Three
Europe.
of them?
And we're not done there. We just opened reservations in Japan, South Korea, Hong Kong, and Taiwan.
I feel like I would
and with
really
the help
like
of
it.
Komodo, expect to start shipping there by the end of this year. We even had a booth at Tokyo Game Show so we could properly introduce ourselves under a giant Steam Deck. Pretty, isn't it? Our favorite part is seeing all the different ways people have been using their Steam Deck, from playing their Steam library on the go to using it as the powerful PC it is to do pretty much everything else. In fact,
Wait, you
here's
have
the dock
Discord
we
open
launched
on
just
yours?
last month.
Okay, so the
It's
thing
shipping
with
now
the
and lets you
dock,
connect to a ton
I was
of
waiting to
peripherals.
see how
But don't
much
worry,
it was.
the
'cause
work
it was
we did to
always like,
support
oh,
it
more
means you can
details
also
coming
use
soon,
any
and I was
USB
kind of
hub or dock you want. In 2023, we're looking to
not really
continue
impressed
shipping
with
more and
it.
more Steam Decks and docks, and we're looking toward launching in more regions too. We'll also continue our work to get as many Steam titles verified on
okay,
deck
so
as
here's
possible.
the thing, though.
Now,
So
keep
I
in
am
mind,
for
games
sure
don't
getting
need
Hogwarts
that green
Legacy on
check mark to
Steam.
run on deck, but we work with developers to verify
don't know.
games as basically a way
It's
to
hard because I feel like I
communicate with
just
you
want to.
which ones we know
If
for
I'm
sure
playing
run
it,
super
I want to
well.
be streaming
Over
it.
6,000 titles
I don't
are
wanna
already
really wanna
verified or
advance the
playable, and that list
story
is growing by the day
by
and will
myself.
continue to well into 2023
Without streaming
and
it.
beyond. So essentially, this represents everything we're about, continuing to make PC gaming
we'll
as
see.
powerful and accessible as possible to as many different kinds of gamers as we
64
can.
gig with a
all
1
while
terabyte
continuing
SD
to push
card.
that technology forward for players and the industry as a whole.
Bye, Jenny.
So there's a lot more to come. We have so much planned with Steam Deck
Mel,
for 2023 and well into the future. And don't worry, we're going to go ahead and leave the delivery up to
Oh,
the
that's a
professionals.
good point, Dan. You could get the Steam Deck to play your Steam games.
Before
Or
we
you
march
could get
on
it-
towards
see,
next
this
year's
is the
strategy game
thing,
selection,
Alan.
this
I
is
could
a
get a
perfect
Steam Deck,
opportunity to pack in
or-
a few more previews. Just ahead, Imogen's brought up an unconventional
two of them for
pairing
a
for your
birthday gift?
appraisal.
Oh, wow.
A miniature
Maris, hello, how are you
Metroidvania
doing?
And a dreadful dream adventure.
Yeah. It's true.
Biogun is what you'd expect from a Metroidvania, assuming
It's like,
your
how often would
expectations
you
include a vaccine
take it
hero made
somewhere?
of pig DNA and a medicine gun. Save a sick dog's life by blasting viruses
You
across
gotta
a
save this
microscopic
sick dog's
expanse of
life.
organs.
Oh my
Explore to
gosh.
unlock abilities and upgrades.
Sometimes I
and
wonder
even
how
find
these,
some
like,
delightful hacks along
concepts
the way.
get
Don't ask how
thought
they got
of.
there.
Who thought, like, oh, I'm going to make a game, and the setting of it is you're saving a sick
Despite how
dog.
it might look in Biogun, facing our inner
Oh
turmoil
my gosh,
isn't
I
terribly
played
exciting for most of
the
us.
demo,
But
a bit
others,
of
like
the
Little
demo
Griffin,
for
are lucky
this.
enough
Wait,
to
did I?
face their inner
Yes.
fears on a magical journey
'Cause I
with
remember
a
that
living
hand.
teddy bear. In Daydream Forgotten Sorrow, you'll join Griffin and
It
Burly the
kind of
bear
has,
on a
like,
dreamlike
that
puzzle-solving
inside
adventure. Speaking of
vibe,
Frankie, what
or not
else
inside,
is on the
Little
way for us to
Nightmare.
debut
Well, yeah,
with
I
a-
guess they're all kind of the same sort of. Wait, is Inside? No, I haven't played Inside. It's Little Nightmares.
Apologies
that
to
I'm
Griffin,
thinking
but we
of.
can't dally around for any
Where you
daydreaming.
have the
We
side
still
scroller
have
and
a
you're
lot
trying
of
to
games in today's
navigate
lineup, and our
through.
time's only getting shorter. I think it's time to stretch the speedrunning muscles, don't you? Grab a fresh set of stakes, keep your kryptonite handy, and strap in. Here's another volley of 2023 previews.
The worst of the worst of the worst. Still, you're good at what you do.
The Ravens. Wait,
In
you
our
think
next
so?
block of previews, think of us as your scouting units.
It was
clearing
just a
the fog
flash
war
of
over
Final
your strategy
Fantasy
gaming future.
16.
From the up-close tension of tactics games to the sweeping scope of grand strategy, 2023 is set to be a promising year for city builders and battlefield commanders alike. Turn-based tacticians aren't the only ones with reasons for excitement. With exciting new offerings joining the return of some big names in the RTS genre, we're poised to enter a renaissance for real-time strategy.
Renaissance?
We'll begin our deployment with a new take on the war to end all wars from Petroglyph Games, the studio behind Command & Conquer Remastered.
1914. The world is pulled into a war like none ever seen.
This is definitely
and Europe
not
is
my
divided.
genre. It's just
From the Belgian
I know other
coast
people
to the borders of
play
Switzerland,
these types of games.
two distinct
It's not
alliances
something I really
emerge.
ever got into.
Now, experience the Great War like never before.
But I also know that they
Lead
can be
the Allied
like,
nations to
quite
victory or
addictive.
command the Central Powers and relive or redefine the course of history. Acting as field and theatre commander, lead your forces with both a tactical and strategic mindset, each turn representative of a month.
Yeah, what
Troops
was
can
it?
be
It
sent
was
across the
Final
continent to build
Fantasy
forces ready to
16.
strike. But
It
whilst making
was
one territory
the
stronger,
Legend of
doing
Zelda
so may
Tears of
leave
the
another
Kingdom.
vulnerable to
It
attack.
was
Meet objectives, make tough decisions,
God, what
and
is the
face
Bethesda
historic
the
events
Bethesda
to lead
game?
your faction along the right path.
Starfield?
Choices between
Is that
inspiring
the name of
your
it?
nation
That
or building
is
your
in the
resources
Steam on the Steam
will define you and the
wish
war.
list.
With
Or
6
not wish list,
different
sorry,
branches
on
to
the Steam
research,
page for
you
it, so-
choose how this war is fought.
I
To
don't know
advanced
about if they're going to
engineering,
talk about Hogwarts
improved
Legacy
trench
only
warfare,
because it's
and
not
even
listed
flight.
on their page.
Total victory at the tactical level brings your faction one step
I'm trying to
closer
think,
to
wasn't
pushing
there another?
back the Western
were there
Front.
5 games?
But in a war of inches,
1, 2, 3.
the victory falls in the margins.
Final Fantasy.
Even minor
There's one
success
more.
in battle holds great merit in the grand strategy, dampening your opponent's national will and tipping the scales of war. Reach success by chipping away at their will to fight or attempt what history
You
could
don't have the
not.
time or patience
Seize
anymore.
the German headquarters. Infiltrate the French capital.
Yeah,
Step
yeah.
into the shoes of a commander. Face one of the most significant wars of our time.
Resident Evil 4,
And
right,
choose
right,
to
right, right.
relive history or redefine it.
Relive history when the Great War Western Front releases in 2023. Up next, we'll take a tactical turn as our strategy segment goes turn-based. From superhero squad battlers to extraterrestrial tactics, here's a selection of upcoming squad battlers and a spiritual sequel to Heroes of Might and Magic.
Heroes of Might and Magic.
Next month's Midnight Suns might be going the deck building route, but Spitfire Interactive is keeping closer to the XCOM model with its superhero
I was gonna say for
tactics
turn-based,
game
like
for
I'll do
2023.
like
You'll recruit a
Slay
team
the-
of heroes
the
to
range
reclaim
of games
a city
that
from
have been
20
inspired
years
by
of
Slay the
supervillain
Spire.
rule, each bringing their own unique power set and playstyle.
I actually
With
don't mind
careful positioning,
turn-based,
you can blend your super team's powers to
'cause
create
that's how
potent new attacks.
Divinity,
And as your
Original
heroes
Sin 2
improve,
is,
you'll guide their growth,
Baldur's Gate
choosing
also is
upgrades to
turn-based,
suit
of
your
course,
tactics.
D&D.
Start saving up for Spandex. Capes releases in 2023. If your life's been empty of XCOM goodness lately, might we suggest Xenonauts 2? Lead an international defense force in detailed tactical combat against an extraterrestrial enemy. Manage and expand
Yeah,
your global
XCOM
research
is
and
like
defense
becoming
network to
the-
ensure Earth outlasts an alien invasion.
The inspired by series of games as well. Capes, but
From the
nobody was
makers
wearing a
of
cape.
Monster Train comes
Maybe
a
that's
new
a joke.
turn-based tactics roguelike. In Inkbound, you'll embark on co-op quests through a colourful collection of living stories. Releasing in 2023, Inkbound's evolving world means every day will offer new adventures and new combat options for your next build.
Fight for your story.
If you prefer your heroes with a fancy
you think we'll
flavour,
start to see
don't
marketing
fret.
ramp up
While we
soon?
haven't seen Heroes of
They
Might and
haven't
Magic in a few years,
released
developer
an
Lava
official
Potion is
date
happy
for
to pick up the
Starfield
ball.
yet, right?
Emerging
Isn't
from
it
early
still
access
just
in 2023, Songs
might
of
announce it
Conquest
at the
is
Game
that
Awards.
classic cocktail of turn-based strategy and tactical combat, all in a gorgeous pixel art package.
Songs of Conquest
all
advances from early access for a full release in 2023. Up next is something of a video game Swiss Army knife. Part city management sim, part action RPG, Cygnus will see you leading every step of your alien outpost's defense. from the small scale to the big picture.
Still 2023 on the Steam page. Okay. Oh, wait, look.
Welcome to Cygnus Enterprises, contractor. We are the galaxy's leading space exploration megacorporation. You have been tasked to restore our facilities on Mytilus to a productive and profitable state. Now, let's get to work.
Hey, do I get a little robot droid companion? Yeah, for sure, Steph. Because even on Monday, I was like, oh, wait a second, they haven't said anything about Magic Awakened lately. Oh, it's so cool, look at it.
Just in case things go wrong.
Sounds good,
Got
Jan.
it. Let's go.
But enough about you. Let's talk about me. I'll make sure my staff pays their fair share to use your facilities.
That development happened
comes
real
at a
fast.
price after all. Any future visitors that stay at one of these doors will net you some well-deserved credits too.
Time to test out the new upgrades.
This is a long trailer.
And we've failed. Please finish what we started.
We're fighting the droids now.
This is bigger than any of us could have imagined.
Make sure Cygnus is on your wishlist before it enters early access on December 16th. Don't relinquish command just yet. There's still plenty to see in our celebration of strategy. We're heading back out to the field with Imogen for 2 games with very different kinds of command, and a check-in on the eagerly awaited sequel to Men of War.
Relive the memories of a rabbit soldier's rise from disgrace in Untamed Tactics. Smart positioning will make the most of your animal comrades and their abilities, while your parlay deck lets you engage in battlefield diplomacy to change the flow of combat. Unlockable characters, upgrades, and equipment offer options to customize
They're
your
so cute.
roster.
They're just little animals.
Listen up, logistics lovers. In this supply chain strategy
Master
game, there are no
Plan
losses or
Tycoon.
penalties to get between you
Wait,
and the
what?
wild rush of resource management.
Oh,
Fulfill
no.
your flowchart fantasy in Master Plan Tycoon, coming in Q1
Okay,
2023.
if you need more flowcharts in your life. Oh my gosh.
Men of War 2 marches on. Even despite wartime delays,
Grown-up
Ukrainian developer
Animal
Bestway
Crossing
will
sim.
release the sequel to its acclaimed World War II RTS in 2023. Direct combined air, armor, and infantry forces across both the Western and Eastern fronts, and use direct control to take full command of any unit on the battlefield. Frankie, what's left on the agenda?
The eyes of the world are upon you.
If balancing the supply chain in Master Plan Tycoon was a bit too benevolent for your tastes, you're in luck. Our next game is very much the opposite. It's a reimagining of a 2009 demonic cult classic, and sure to be a favourite for any aspiring archdemon. Here's a look at Solium Infernum.
All you aspiring archdemons out there, this game is for you.
We rebels who defied heaven with arms fell headlong from ethereal skies, hurled, vanquished into a dim abyssal gulf.
Okay, you know I need that crown,
We
right?
forsaken, forever condemned to taste burdened air and churning ash, racked for eternity with obdurate pride and steadfast hate. We,
Fire!
who chose never to yield or submit, strived to make a heaven of hell. We raised our great capital, Pandemonium, from which his dark majesty ruled, till vanished he did from his infernal throne, From our strongholds deep, we now rage against one another, each fixing our plans.
Burn. Oh, wings. It's not a raven.
Here, at last, I shall be free. To reign is worth ambition. Though in this
oh
place
my
of
God,
darkness
that's
made
blood. So much
better
blood.
to rule in hell
So much
than
blood.
serve in heaven.
Oh, she did warn us, though. Wow. It's creepy.
Solium Infernum begins its unholy ascension in 2023. So seal your dark pact by adding it to your wish list today. Next, a settlement survival sim in the wreckage of a world ruined by climate change. As your band of survivors grows, you won't just be gathering resources and filling out your tech tree. You'll shape the laws of a new society and decide whether humanity's rebuilt world brings an age of equality or authority. Let's dive into Floodland.
Wait, is this a place that just floods all the time? And I gotta manage my little... Oh, you know, remember last time, I think it was during Summer Game Fest where there was all those, like, existential world extinction games, and I was just like, oh my gosh. Yeah, literally, quite literally. Bloody hell. Maybe we can get a peek of the Ravenclaw companion a girl can dream. This is like us. Every time it's like possible Hogwarts Legacy update, we're just like, Ravenclaw companion?
Floodland is available now on PC. The last entry in our strategy lineup is a spin-off from a massive free-to-play shooter. In Crossfire's isometric RTS, choose your own unit selection and bring your custom army composition into campaign missions, co-op scenarios, and competitive battles. Here's the latest from Crossfire Legion.
Zenobia's the best character. Peevesim is next, yeah.
Hello, Commander. No plan survives the first battle. And we've had many. Here we are. Battle-hardened and armed with your feedback, we are now ready to go over the top for the launch release. We are deploying a plethora of new content, optimizing and refreshing the battlefield, along with the final act of our gripping story campaign. Commander, Crossfire Legion leaves early access 8th of December.
Oh, there's a free weekend on December 8th through 11th.
We've reached our final phase and we're closing out our show today with some heavy hitters. As we charge forth into the new year, these are the games we've pinned our highest hopes onto.
All right.
Here are our 6 most wanted games for 2023.
Let's count down.
At the number 6 slot in our most wanted list is The Finals.
Okay, I have no hope for Hogwarts Legacy right now.
Now.
Zero hope for Hogwarts Legacy right now.
A project from ex-Battlefield devs, it's no surprise that The Finals features some eye-popping environmental destruction, promising a wealth of tactical options for those who can wield the map itself as a weapon. The physics-based playbox doesn't end at dropping a building on your enemies. Tools like glue cannons and expandable foam canisters let you add to the battlefield.
This looks absolutely chaotic.
As you tear it apart. With its dynamic environment,
I would die immediately.
The Finals is making a big promise. Let's hope it delivers. Thanks to the developers of the
Baldur's Gate 3!
Games, we'll be adventuring in the Forgotten
Sorry
Realms
for yelling. I also cannot wait for this to come out of early access.
Adding a new entry to one
Highly
of the most
recommend.
beloved RPG series ever made. Play the story as a pre-made origin character or combat the Mind Flayer menace as your own handcrafted hero. The rich worlds of Divinity join with the D&D 5e inspired combat, allowing intricate gameplay interactions between your abilities and the environment, both in and out.
It's currently in early access, so not everything is
adventure together, or split
polished.
The party and
not all classes are there yet.
The future of the Forgotten Realms is yours to decide when Baldur's Gate 3 releases next year.
From what I've played, I can't get enough of it. Even though it's just like a little piece of the game that's out right now.
You can sell a beautiful dream like Bethesda.
Here you go.
And what dream is better than the
Starfield.
sweeping expanse of sci-fi adventure, a Skyrim on a galactic
the story,
scale
no. So
explored in your
I would,
own
Eagle Eye, I would
self-built
wait until it comes out of early access.
Of course, in making those dreams,
I mean,
into
it's okay
reality,
right now.
studio
The level
is just
cap
as
is
renowned
4.
for stumbling as
I'll
it
stop
is
talking
for
so that y'all
succeeding.
can listen to
It's with
Starfield.
giddy dread that we ask, what might Bethesda's trademark jankiness look like when it's stretched across 1,000 simulated planets? Make no mistake, we're as eager as anyone to get our hands on Starfield
Okay,
when
now
it
I'm
arrives
feeling
in
more hopeful, though.
2023. And if Skyrim is anything to measure by, we'll probably be playing it for a decade afterwards.
I mean, I hope so, but I also don't know anything about Starfield.
As we enter the top 3 on our most
Okay,
wanted
I
list,
forgot
we're
about
dipping
Diablo
into
4.
the diabolical with Diablo 4. With a decade already passed since
remember when
Diablo
they
3's
announced
release,
this.
there's a demon-slaying hole in our hearts that only a new entry in Blizzard's legendary loot chase can fill. And no, remasters and mobile spin-offs won't scratch that itch. With the return of skill trees and favourite classes like the Rogue and Druid, the addition of an open online overworld, and, most importantly,
Really?
more modifiers for your random loot, there's plenty to be excited about in Diablo 4's updated formula. When hell reopens in 2023...
Wait, what number are
we'll
we
be
on? Is this
waiting
3
at
or
the
2?
gates.
Okay, we still have 2 more chances.
With the RTS genre set to make a comeback, it's prime time for Relic's acclaimed World War II series to redeploy for the Mediterranean theatre in Company of Heroes 3. The sequel's Italian campaign will offer a turn-based Total War-style grand strategy between real-time battles with a dynamic campaign map ensuring you won't fight the same war twice. Meanwhile, the North African campaign provides the traditional RTS campaign experience with linear cinematic battles. Using army customization options, craft your ideal fighting force by reinforcing your units with specialist.
I was gonna say, number one's probably gonna be something completely random. I would laugh.
Dynamic battlefield damage constantly reshaping the map with new cover points. And a tactical pause system will let you queue orders for your units so you can command at your own pace. We don't have long to wait. Company of Heroes 3 makes landfall on February 23rd, 2023.
Alright, let's see. No.
At the price slot in our most wanted list, a sci-fi classic returns after nearly 20 years in the making. For a new RTS renaissance, we couldn't ask for a better flagship than HOGWARTS 3.
Yeah, what's interesting
With
is that a lot of
modern
these games on the
tactics
list are
reimagined
TBA
in a
2023.
truly gorgeous fleet battle, bolstered by the tactical opportunities offered in fully 3D battle spaces.
All interceptors with me. Guns at ready and launching on just as we want.
Okay, I do though recommend Baldur's Gate 3. Well, we'll see how the development goes during early access, so I do have the game, so I'll update y'all along the way.
Space derelicts provide a wealth of strategic
but at the
openings for
moment, it's
clever
kind of
commander
limited
to
if you were to
outmaneuver
purchase it
enemy
right
forces.
now. You can only go up to level 4. There aren't all the classes that are in the game, but so far it's very enjoyable, and I like it, probably because I like Divinity Original Sin 2. So it has that isometric camera view as well.
HOGWARTS 3's long-awaited return is set
I get
for
to
the first
explore.
half of
You
2023.
make different choices. You have different skills. You can play with other
weary
people.
travelers, it's time for us to draw the curtain
I like
on our
Baldur's
crystal
Gate
orb
3.
and turn our eyes back to the present. But don't worry, if any of those 60 or so games caught your fancy, whether one of the relived Half-Lives or the handful of
I
Warhammers,
don't know,
you can wishlist them all over on our Steam page right now. After all,
Who is
the
part
future's
of
only
like
moments away.
PC Gamer?
I've been Frankie Ward, and you've been watching the PC Gaming
terms
Show
of
2023
their,
preview, and we're
like,
thanking you for being
was it
here.
their staff that
Take
voted?
care,
Probably.
And we'll see you next year.
All right. Well. Oh wait.
This land.
What's this?
Is
it
not
just
for
closing
the
out?
weak.
Oh, this is just a recap. There is that Raven again. That's all that we have for you. All right, well, thanks, Intel. I'm going to pop up my music. I didn't even turn on my music today. I did not even turn it on. All right, well, that was the gaming show. I still think that, here, let me pull up the Steam page so that we can take a look at one of the, so I'm on like different like PR lists serves, and so I saw this announcement and I saw that they were gonna do upcoming games, and I was like, okay, or most wanted or whatever they said. I was like, okay, maybe. And then I got the Steam link for the preview page, and I was like, oh, this is probably not gonna happen. So one of the first things I did was I scrolled, so all the games we saw, I think, or at least maybe not all, but actually no, it looks like all of them are on the pinned comment up at the top of the chat. So I scrolled down to like open world. I looked at the RPG section. I didn't see Hogwarts Legacy, so I was like, I don't know, probably won't show it, but I'll still make my wish list anyway. Chandler will give us another live showcase of Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah. It's all good. It's fine. Am I gonna play Baldur's Gate live again? Yeah, maybe. I kind of want to do Baldur's Gate. Here, Baldur's Gate 3. So it's in early access, but it's like the full price. That's not my actual birth date, by the way. I just put in a date so that I can go through it. Yeah, so basically it's like I have a party of characters. I play as my D&D character. I'm a half-elf druid, and I already reached max level. I'm level 4 now. So the thing that I'm at right now is that there are some cool spells that I want Kins, my character, to have, but I know she can't get them because we're capped at level 4 for early access. But yeah, Larian is the makers of Baldur's Gate. Obviously, they're the makers of Baldur's Gate 3, but they also made Divinity Original Sin 2, Divinity Original Sin, so I've enjoyed those games. When you go into combat, it's turn-based, you work with your party. I enjoy it. Wheel spins, for sure. So yeah, no Hogwarts Legacy. We still got time. We have how many weeks? How many weeks until the Game Awards? Speaking of, if y'all, 3 weeks until the Game Awards. If y'all haven't seen my latest video where I'm talking about the Game Awards, Hogwarts Legacy is nominated for Most Anticipated Game. I'm going to pop this link into the chat as well. So if you just go to thegameawards.com, vote now. Vote now. Go vote. Where are we? We're going most anticipated game. Ta-da! You can go vote for Hogwarts Legacy. This is my personal campaign, as I'm trying to get every single person I know to vote for Hogwarts Legacy. So that when it does win at the Game Awards, people will be like, Hogwarts Legacy? And maybe the PC gaming show will be like, oh, we should have covered Hogwarts Legacy. Just kidding. No shade to PC Gamer. Do what you want. It's your show. So yeah, the games nominated here, there's a lot of categories. There are 31 categories. There's a good chunk of them that are esports though. So so far I've only voted once because I haven't even looked at the other categories, but I don't really know much about the games. We have Final Fantasy 16, we have Hogwarts Legacy, we have Resident Evil 4, Starfield, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. You voted and made all your kids vote. I believe you need to link to an account. So you can link, what do people link to? Your Gmail, Twitter, probably other social accounts, I don't know. So you do need to link it in order to vote. Moss kids. It's okay, Rita. I don't know if were there any standouts for y'all? Yes. Oh, actually, no. Octopath 2. It was not like a full extended one. It was in one of those montages of trailers. So you only saw like, I don't know, 5 seconds, and it was just 5 seconds, and it said Octopath Traveler 2, and it had like a little scene, but it wasn't much at all. Yeah. All right. Wait, 13 weeks to February 7th. That's it. 13 more Magical Mondays. Yeah, Magical Monday is going to transform into a different version of Magical Monday where, I don't know, I'll have to get into Hogwarts Legacy before I decide what my themes will be for each day, you know? I don't know about Firebean. All right, I'm going to spin, how many? 4? Let's do 4 wheel spins. Thank y'all for hanging out in this like random stream. Harry Potter trivia is 1. Then 2. Hogwarts Legacy drops the day after your birthday. Happy birthday. Fire for me. And this is number 3. Bean Boozle. Okay. Should I do fire before Bean Boozle? I feel like yes. And Winnie Love Winston. Baby Winston. First, we'll start with trivia. What potion? Let's see who gets this. What potion does Harry take to help him extract the memory he needs from Slughorn? I'm gonna get Winnie. My little puppy. You're so snugged up. You're so cute. You're so cute. Yes. Yes. Coffee. Oh, gross. Coffee breath. Coffee. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna do Firebean. I'm gonna do it in my new Firebean container. And then I'm gonna do a regular Bean Boozle. Oh, that's a terrible noise. Oh, I think it stopped. I think it got stopped at habanero, so we're gonna do that. Oh, man. I don't know if I should use that spinner because that was... And I don't know if it sounded terrible on the mic. It was a terrible noise to me. All right, well, let's do a habanero bean. And it's good because I know exactly what the habanero looks like. It is the brightest orange that you have ever seen. And no, it's not orange. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, it sounded fine. Okay. It, like, was grating my ears. I was just like, oh, gosh. Wait, these are fresh beans. These are new beans. They are, oh, whew, that is potent. Oh my god. I don't want to touch the Carolina Reaper. This is, habanero's not even the spiciest one. Ooh. Oh dear. Oh, it's too spicy. Too spicy. Ah! Okay, there was a warning label, Steph, on this thing when I opened it, and it said that water makes it worse. Sour candy replacement? Alright, this is my Bean Boozle. Oh god, is it cinnamon? Is it cinnamon? Would coffee be okay? Hydrate with milk. It's cinnamon! The spice! The spice is, oh. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I guess cinnamon is better than spicy. Whew. Oh gosh. There you go, Rita. When it rains, it pours. Yeah. Where's my ice cream? I'm gonna go chug some ice cream. You don't chug ice cream, but ooh, it'll be dude in here with all this spice. Oh. I only have like a little bit of coffee left. Look, you can see you can see it. I have this much coffee left. But it's not even hot anymore. I guess. I don't know. All right, y'all. Well, okay. So my streaming schedule this weekend is, I'm gonna have to move some things around. So tonight, Super Sitters. If you have not seen, it's me, Shannon Lee, Rita from the Pink Ravenclaw, and Cindy, who is one of our lovely mods, also DM'd by Rowan Reports. We have this Fate Core campaign going on where we are basically superhero babysitters with a babysitting club. And it's been like a month-ish since we've last played. So we have 3 last episodes. So one of them is tonight at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. Correct me if I'm wrong. 7:30 p.m. Eastern. That is tonight on twitch.tv/RowanReports. Tomorrow, I might need to cancel the stream. We have family visiting, so I might need to cancel the stream. I'll just have to double check on the schedule, but if you're on our Discord, you might see a little canceled notification. If you aren't already on the Discord, we have over now 500 Harry Potter / Wizarding World fans. It's fun times. We have a question of the day. We have random bots that do things like trivia, music trivia. We celebrate birthdays. We chat about more than just Hogwarts Legacy, what we're playing, what we're watching, what we're listening to. And you can chat with me 24/7. Well, not 24/7. You can write things to me 24/7. Yeah. And then we should be back on Sunday with Magical Theory Podcast, continuing on with Order of the Phoenix. And then we'll be back Magical Gamers Monday. Also, I've made so much content this week, even though I was trying to take it easy, but then I just went out of control. So if you don't follow me on Twitter, I made a bunch of things, basically adding Avalanche to be like, hey, I love you. So check out my latest videos. There are several shorts and several other videos. But thanks so much for hanging out with me. Do not at me. Yes, this is key. Clutch for the mod. Mod points for Zaxa. Don't at me. Sounds good. Sounds good for today. I'm gonna go eat lunch. Hope y'all have a great... Oh, also the answer was Felix Felicis. Hope y'all have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. And until next time, Juan's ready.